Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm World Dragon and we are going to be starting a brand new playthrough of Timberborn today. This is my first time playing with the 1.0 update. We are of course on the experimental branch because we're always on the experimental branch. And so we are going to jump in and look at the new features. I have of course read what the new features are. There are certain things, you know, obviously this has been introduced, doesn't overly tell you how it works. So there's going to be a lot of fun discovery going on with all of these new implementations. So we are going to play the Folktales. We are going to play on one of the new maps. These are called the unconventional maps. They've changed Beaver and Diorama into these unconventional maps, but we're going to play on one of the new ones, Oasis. And so let's jump in. We're going to play on normal, again, because so many things are going to be new to me. We're going to see exactly how those work for this time through. Now, I did log on the other day and actually just had a quick look around the map, mostly so I could see what some of the new features were, and so I could potentially just attempt to get my head around one or two of the new things. So I didn't spend the first 20-30 minutes of this episode going, repeatedly, which I'm sure is very annoying. Right, so here we have our new settlement. Now, we need a name. Now, something else I didn't do is pre-think of a name, because for some reason I never do. Have we had Beaverhampton? I feel like I may have had Beaverhampton. I feel like I've done Beaverhampton. What have we got? Well, how about Beaverpool? Everyone talks like this. You know what I mean, lad? Right, so, most point, let's pause a second. Let's have a quick look around. So we do start in this lovely little oasis. We have this, which is a water seep, which is one of the new features. It, in essence, is a water source. It only goes up to 0.8 in height, and then it doesn't go any higher. I am terrified that this does, in fact, turn into bad water during a bad tide, because, you know, you get around bad tides, especially at the beginning, by partitioning, by flowing off, etc., etc. If all of this turns to bad water, it will take untold cycles to become clean again. Because pollution spreads, I don't know the exact rate, but as an example, pollution spreads at about a speed of 5, and it cleans up at a speed of 1. So that could be fun. We do have this up here, which is a geothermal field. That's a lovely new source of power, as well as this one. So we will look to expand in this direction to get this online, because also this being a lovely little oasis pool, there is no flowing water. So I cannot use water wheels for my initial power. It will be full beaver power. So I will look to get this geothermal field online. I think, I had a quick look, 400? Yes, 400 power is what they produce, which, you know, a power wheel produces 50. So that's 8 beavers. 8 beavers right there. But as you can see, I do need to get planks. So I am going to have to use power wheels to begin with. We've got a nice source of metal up here. We've got another aquifer up here, which will get us a flowing source of water, which it's not too far away. That's not too bad. We do have the second geothermal field up here, which is quite nice. So we will look to expand to that point. And so yeah, that's our immediate surroundings. We've got a couple of power sources, a bit of metal, another water source. Oh, and this little relic, we demolish it, it grants us 200 power. Sorry, 200 knowledge. Science. What do we call that again? Science? Science. 200 science. We have a little aquifer back here, but again, that's probably more like sort of getting into phase 2 of spreading out. But so for now, let us get our initial startings on the go. I don't remember what anything is anymore. So let's get food gathering. Medium chance. And so they have added this as well. Medium chance of, say, broken teeth. Medium chance of injury. There is one, I think it's medium chance of bee sting. You obviously will probably guess what that comes off. Simply get that in there for now. We'll focus on kind of coming this way, and then we'll spread out to the left, because like I said, we do want to push up to here. And so that's some wood. That's some food. And let's get these pathed in. Right, let's get water pumps on the go. Now, of course, this only ever gets down to a depth of 0.8. So, you know, that's gonna be fun. A little switcheroo. Of course, wait. You have to finish in this path before anything happens. I think I just missed that. Yep. Okay, let us go. And the UI is shrunk, I feel. It has slightly changed. They have changed the UI. I feel like it's a smidge smaller. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. Speed. Of course, there are always hotkeys for this, which I should remember. But I seemingly don't. Yes, of course. May cut down everything. You may cut... you may not cut down. You may cut down everything. And that one. Then, when I eventually get up here, all of this will go. There's no natural way up here. There is up here. We've got these little stairs. Okay, so we are gathering logs. Very, very slowly. We definitely need... lumberjack. Now, all of these, including the paths, will, in essence, disappear when we start to set this up properly. That build priority, please. Don't need the extra workers in here because we are not getting logs in that fast. Let's even keep pushing in. Logs on the go. Like I said, then we'll get that water coming in. Oh, come on now. Go hit that with a hammer. No, it's rest time. Then I get finished in the morning. Let's put this up to 3 speed to get through the night. Oh, one of our water pumps is online. Let's put one of those as priority. And so then one of the next things is warehouses. No, I lied. Small tanks. Wow, small warehouse cost me 3. Small tank cost me 15. How? Water? Copy settings. Now water. Good. That's another one of the little features they've added in. Got a little bit quicker. Especially when I actually knew what I was doing. Okay, now these guys are going to start to run out of range soon. That's fine. Okay, so our water is online. Our tanks are coming online. We are going to get a nice bit of water system. We are starting to get a little bit thirsty beavers, but that's all right. They will cope just beautifully. And so one of the next things we need to get up and running is our farmhouse. How are we looking for workers? We have one guy who doesn't know what to do with his life. That's all right. Let's move to the efficient farmhouse. We don't have, I mean, well, this is one of the bigger patches of green fields, so I could, and I do want to start moving in this direction. Would push it up this way a little bit more, have this central area maybe a bit more for housing. Go ahead. How do I want these paths to go? Let's have that path come across there. Right, let's go for that. Go and truck. Farmhouse there. 8x8 is 64 with a gap in the middle. You end up needing about 100. Kind of spread this off. There you go. That should be more than enough. Not the most efficiently placed. Got a bit heavy in these corners. So maybe one further back would have been a little bit better, or even one further than what's currently up. I'm staring at it. Okay. Oh, no longer needed there. You have 3 people querying life. Get them building. Okay, and so 12 beavers. 12 beavers with water will drink about 20, 30 a day. I think it's 2.5 for water. I can't quite remember the numbers. I think about 30 a day. So I've got about 4 days worth of water. Not terrible. Plus, obviously, I can pump during the drought. Although I don't want to pump too much because this isn't that deep. Okay, so let's plug in some temporary venters to start getting us some science. Nice, that gets some of the science on the go. Go down to 2 for now. So let's start looking at storage. A large log pile. I'll call that by there. Grab. Okay. More of these. Increase my water storage. And medium warehouse. Carrots. That will berries. Sure, we'll be able to start to get those online, and now I definitely need to start looking at station. Yeah, they are kind of still working. I actually need to really get that science on the go so I can get a forester down. Forester cost me 30. Oh, I can get that down. Let's use this whole back area that is currently... Oh, why can't we build here? Oh, because there's a stream away? There's a stream away. I want to do it slightly more this way. I want to... Yeah, attempt to cover this whole area on the left side. Right. Now, I understand I have to try and get a path there. Would be a lot of fun. Right, as the trees come online and get chopped down. To completely square this off. here is now. Get another woodcutter in there. Let's remove that guy. Straighten this out. How are we looking? Carrots, berries. Carrots are still growing. We have no food. Let's unpause this. Everybody's very unhappy with me. We have 14. Ah, good. The carrots are coming online as well. Just about saved myself. There you go. Down to a -5. Hunger. Yeah, there's obviously always the shelter thing. The hunger problem is being solved. You have no spare beavers. These two are, however, working. Very nice. Yes, I do need to get my first stage housing on the go. Let's make community here. Housing down that side, and we'll have a lovely little plaza built in the middle. Okay. Let's put a couple of extra houses down, and we will start to increase our beaver population. We've got food coming in. That's nice and easy. Let's go. Let's put you on pause again. Go and useful. Plenty of logs. Okay, and we are still getting a trickle of science in whilst we've been running around doing all of this. That's fantastic. So, I'm going to put it on 2 speed. I want it to keep moving, but I just need to double check and think of what I'm doing. Obviously, we have the drought problem that may end up coming in. New well-being, high score. Dum 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 dum. Now this has obviously all been changed as well. These pop-ups, and of course we do have achievements. I just gained the achievement for getting 4 points of well-being. Most of the achievements I would have actually gone and achieved, but good. So, as I was saying, we're good for storage, district management, housing is all coming online. Water we don't need to worry about too much at this stage. Food, we got the carrots on the go. That's the basic for the initial. You need to make sure that this comes online. So that we can... How are we looking? Water and healthy, 78%, 99%. So that was about to come online. Oh, this is now actually getting built. Fantastic. So we're going to do a quick mix. There's some initial pine in there, but we do want to get the good old oak trees on the go as well. Not quite sure why there are gaps. According to this, there aren't, but according to the thing, there are. Like by there. Oh, because there's an overhang. There are overhangs. That is why they can't have trees put in. That is also why I couldn't see them when I did that. Oh, dear lordy, it needs planks. That is a foobar by me. Let's hit that power. Now, obviously, so I want what'll end up being this coming off here. It doesn't take any beavers to go into it, so that's fine. Let's just say that will be there. It is a lovely 3x3 building. At which point things will then obviously come off here in a lovely long line. So if that goes there, that'll be there. So that, yep, very beautiful there. I'll tidy that up. That in essence can be my lumber mills, etc. So what I want to do, I want to woo. Then, of course, when we chuck in the geothermal field, that can disappear. Planks. Oh, she's in. What do we have? We do have no spare beavers. That means our science is still slowly chugging away. Fantastic. We need to get 160 so I can get this geothermal field online. Let's hit max speed again. We've got the drought in a day and a half. Third person in there, so we can actually start to get some carrots. New well-being, high score of 5. 2 buildings lack workers. That'll be these 2. Is that because did we lose a beaver? Nope. We do have some kits though. Fantastic. We have 3 kits, so there's a bit of a future workforce right there. We have 240 water. I think I can pause one of these for now because we're doing really well on water extraction. Oh, how are you doing these days? 91%. Okay, we'll have that linked up soon enough. Drop down as well and linked up. A lot of work for this guy when he starts his job. Wait, planks are coming in. Yeah, that's why we've a little bit short on workers. Although, let's come here. How many have we got in here? 3. You can go down to 2. In fact, you can go down to 1. I'm not building anything. Allows my science to keep coming in. Oh. That's a slight mistake I did. As long as either that tree or that tree gets cut, I can link up this building. I'm gonna stick you in there. Review. Go, fully link that round. Nice square. All the way around the lake. there. There. Put that in there. Yep, look at him go. He's got a lot of work to be getting done. 3 buildings lack workers. 1, 2, and... Ah, that's fine. Let's put you on pause anyway. There as a... lumberjack. You may as well pause for a second as well. We've got 80 logs. We'll be okay for a minute. Are we in drought? We're in drought. We're in a drought. It's got a day and a half to go. Fine. We've got so much food. We're stocked up on carrots. Back down on 2. I'm going to unpause you. Get some berries in the warehouse as well. Now, berries not so important for folktales, as of course you don't need them for breeding like you do for iron teeth. Still always nice to have. Then, right, let's go and throw down a... Second, stop. Everybody, don't move. Go and throw down a teeth grindstone in the middle of all 3 lumberjacks. That'll stop any broken teeth. Then... how do I want to do this? Do I want like a central campfire and then decorations around it? I want to be able to squeeze 2 things in here, which is going to be difficult anyway. Let's go for central campfire. Which I assume I can build. I didn't even check. Yeah, let's take some logs. I got plenty of logs still. And let's see... Can I... Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Go and get that online, and then we can take that offline and get our worker back. Survive your first drought. Oh, huzzah! And that's going to go back up to 0.8. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to turn into bad water and a bad tide. If it is going to, I am terrified. So, not quite sure what I do about that. Let's... up to 2 workers, we'll lose our inventor. That's fine. Build a campfire! Huzzah! There you go, that'll also increase well-being a little bit. Bad water source comes online in 10 days. Activates soon. Oh, look at it. Like a volcano about to go off. That's fine. That'll come down here. Red. Here and stop there. That's... oh, will it? I want to go for brambles. I finally find some thorns. Find any of those the first time I looked. It will... here, down here. Around here. Through this tunnel, which I'm going to guess comes out here and out here. Yep, so that's not hugely going to affect me, but it does potentially start to give me access to bad water. I thought that was online then, but not quite. Yeah, so we now have a campfire. Let's look for one guy who doesn't know what to do. We can solve that problem, trust me. Now let's pause a second. Come here. So, I believe we get another boost at 7. Yes, life expectancy goes up by 20%. So, let's see if we can't boost that a little bit, shall we? Go into decorations. Do you have a shrub? And hang on, let's... Let's follow them then. Shrub, lantern, roof, scarecrow. Shrub, lantern, roof. Scarecrow takes paper. Okay. Wind gauge. Goes within 3 tiles. And it doesn't cost much. It costs me a bit of science. Whoops, I pressed the button. It costs me a bit of science, which I don't have. It's pretty good range. Right, so yeah, definitely get a couple of those in there. The problem with these distance ones is that, if, you know, because of the way I've gone and done this, they don't actually really do much for me. I can get a couple of people in these houses kind of on the go. If I do roofs, I can kind of get some stuff on the go. 4, 6, 8. A 3 doesn't go into 8, so. Then I also think I want to put houses on top of these. A roof is a bad idea right now. That's some more well-being. I mean, showers, wet fur. What do we get for wet fur? Fur gives me another +1. Got 3 on the go. Got 1 on the go. Right, I've got beavers that need to be told to do something, quite frankly. Berries are good. Water's good. Carrots are good. We have logs and planks. Got nothing left to build. That's going to disappear. Your workplace suddenly vanishes. That can disappear. I want to unpause you. Not that it really matters because we're actually struggling for trees, frankly. So we do have a slight halt on the old wood thing. Didn't quite get our trees planted down fast enough. Like I said, one of my next worries is definitely this bad tide problem. Because if this ends up producing bad tide, like I said, it's got nowhere to go. And it contaminates a hell of a lot faster than it cleans up. So I'm not quite sure what I do about that. There's going to be a solution, but I don't know what it is. We've also got an ancient aquifer up here, which simply needs 200 horsepower to operate. That's going to end up being, if we can get power in the back here, that's going to end up being just a nice couple of wind farms, methinks. And a wind farm will kick me out, or windmill, I should say, will kick me out potentially 150. So they never really produce max. So 2 of them should, you know, should allow that to operate quite nicely. One of the next things we do also need to push up to is metal. Now I have this lovely area of metal up here, which I've wonderfully gone and marked off with trees. Don't do that. Won't be the most efficient path, but oh, what's this? Ah, spiral stairs. Right, so we still need to unlock a whole bunch of things, actually. So those 2 guys that are actually looking bored. Let's actually come down here. Chuck down another couple of inventors. Hoping I can get away with that. Did an inventor cost me? 12, yes, I can just about get away with that. Planting those trees. We would have a slight wood problem for a smidge, but so get over that problem by Oh, not enough science points. What do I need? What do I need? 70. 41. Do I ever have 3 inventors on the go? So we'll get some stairs coming up here, and we'll also harvest all of this down as well. Here's well. Pause. Become an inventor. That science I demand. Got 2. 1 spare guy to come up here and do this. Let's mark all of these. Cutting. That's right, I remembered. I remembered this time. Ah, yes, and of course, let's finish. Yep. That area is nicely marked already. Fit in a few holes. Nice. Get these in. It's only 1. No, it's 2 actually. They're dead pines. 2 wood per tree. Bit more boost in wood. Science is coming in quite nicely. Like I said, we're good for food, good for water. We're looking really good right now. These built up, and that'll give us access to metal. Now, of course, let's... Where am I? I'm all the way over there. This will come down here. We'll come to here, basically. Maybe to here. The point is, it'll come around here. That's probably going to be my first grab at bad water, I would think. Anything closer? I think that'll be my first grab at bad water in 4 days, which will be here. Of course, to get bad water, I need metal. Keep focusing on that. Nice. 250. Right, something else I would probably quite like at this point is a nice hauling post. Off. No, let's build it down in here. Lowest priority job. Workers 5. Let's put you on 3. 2 to begin with. Destroy you for now. Nice. So all of our resources are stable. Oh, we've had a small dip in water, but that's not fine. That's fine. We've got another pump ready to go. We need it. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll see if it fills up by the end of the day. If not, we'll just turn our second pump on. I think let's get our next house online as well. Pretty much out of wood. Paused. Not doing anything there. One guy looking for a job. Nice, we've got a couple of haulers. Move things around. look pretty good. We've got a nice 6. I was thinking of showers. Requires access to water. Nice couple of showers. Showers here. Can I actually build these? Yeah, logs and planks. Mostly logs. Just need, a couple of planks for the nice smooth deck and for them to stand on whilst they actually take that shower. How are we looking? 81%. Very nice. Okay, so our pine forest will start coming online soon. Our oak forest, not so much. When it does come online, we are golden. Let's spot with an oak tree. All right. And like I said, we've got this to just kind of keep pushing us through and keep us going. Whilst we wait for this to come online. Battle source comes online in 0.2 days. Building lacks materials. That's fine. Construction lacks materials. It's also fine. It's all good. Let's go and pause that a second. Right, and so we can push into our scrap metal gathering. Go ahead and do that. Start to get that on go. Simply nice ease. Chuck this. Okay, and we're getting those beavers with the wet fur. Yeah, shower. That is getting there. Well-being up to a 7. The whole point. I can average up to a 7. Again, we're golden. Drought approaching in 3 days. It'll probably be a slightly longer drought. My water isn't really going up, so that's important to know. And with that drought coming in, one of the next things I would look to grab is this. We do need gears, however, which is the next stage. Now we have, I do like that this is just a solid 400. Like, no more, no less. Not variant. It actually really helps with the folktales because, I guess, with the wind tunnels, etc., it's quite variable. So it's actually a little bit hard sometimes to just nicely plan and keep things going. That kind of a thing. I could very easily get a gear workshop on the side of that, and it wouldn't difference. These are all coming online. Couple left to go. We'll leave you to finish up. Okay, well, we're through the initial stages, in essence. We are through the initial stages. We are safe. Like I said, my huge fear is this turning into a bad water source, because if it does that, I am dead. This will be a very short run. I will die. Because there is no way that I can clean this out and keep all this going all at the same time. I mean, my forest will die, my crops will die, I will be dead. Whether that means I don't know. I feel like it's almost like you have to relocate. I honestly don't know what to do about this if it turns into a bad water tide. I don't know the solution off the top of my head. I would have to give this a lot of thought. Because, as I said, it's, yeah, I truly wouldn't know how to clean it out because you can't. There's no filtering or cleaning or anything like that in this game. There's none. That system doesn't exist. Yeah, you have to kind of like get it out and then replace it. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so we'll see how that one goes when we eventually get to that point. It's an interesting way to play. I could attempt to sort it out and fix it up, but not really gonna be doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and delete him. Let's keep the stairs for now. I don't want them there by the end. I am going to do it slightly differently, but I'll keep the stairs there for now. I'm going to do some second layer of housing, spiral, staircase, fun stuff. So yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that, so we say. And yeah, with that, with forest coming back online, that source of wood coming back online, let's go ahead and unpause this guy. We will then go ahead, I think, and get our gear workshop built next. Continue to attempt push forward. Let's go have a look. Our bad water source just came online, I believe. Have we flooded yet? Where was this coming into? Here. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. It's flowing. Coming down. How far have we gotten? Right, yep. So it's falling off this part of the map. And it's coming down and coming to here. Now, I think, yeah, that's got the outlet flow. It won't ever get any higher. But the point is, I do have a very small amount of bad water here that I can use as an initial source. Not going to end up being the final source because, yeah, it's not really long-term viable, but we do have now an initial source of bad water just there. And we do have another power source up here, so this top plane will probably also become industry. I'll end up with a split industry system because of these two very useful geothermal fields. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the first episode there. It's definitely interesting with all of the new things involved. It gives you a lot more variance, which I do love. You know, I haven't, and of course, you know, potentially this map is kind of purposely done that way because it is one of the initial unconventional maps. I haven't had to dive into wind turbine power or had a huge beaver power farm or anything like that. I'm able to use these geothermals. Like I said, I've got a second one there I can go ahead and tap very quickly. I have an interesting little pool of water, which, like I said, potentially has huge fear involved. And so, yeah, it's definitely a lot more interesting. I think the added variance is always good, in my opinion. The ability to do things in multiple ways on each map with variance. So, you know, you can have different play styles or do things, you know, differently a second way around or with the other race involved, the other clan. It's always a positive. It's always a huge thing. And so, like I said, with that, we are going to leave, with those final thoughts, we are going to leave the episode there. And so that's leaves me to say, until I see you next time, as per always, I truly hope that you will be able to stay safe, healthy, and happy.